Boss Clan people? It's King Mike 347 here. It's your boy, back with a new type of video. I'll just stay here. It's a life story. I know there's been a couple uploaded on the channel, but none of mine. Because, you know, save the best for last. Because the story I have right now is like the mother of all stories. Like, the cream of the crop. I think that's the expression. Anyway, let's move on. So, one day, I think a year ago or a couple years ago, my friend was over at my house, and Anthony, the person who made the other two life stories, you know, the other one that's active on the channel, he was over at my house, and he was over like late, and you know, us kids, you know, we got bored playing Call of Duty and GTA and stuff like that, so we do whatever a normal kid does, and we're just like, you know what, let's make some prank calls. And so, I mean, no, it being like 14, 13 at the time, prank calls are like, yeah, prank calls, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna like prank call Walmart and Chinese restaurants, and oh man, it's gonna be hilarious. So we started for like an hour, called Walmart, like Burger King, a couple Chinese restaurants, like a bunch of places, like probably 10 places, and we just like made them up as we went, like what our excuse would be, like, oh, I'll be late to work even though I don't work there, or I don't know, or like acting like you're gonna like quit, but then they don't know who you are, stuff like that. And then I have no clue how this went so far, but we're like, you know what? I gotta take it up a notch. So, don't do this, kids. But we looked at the number for, I think it's called the suicide hotline. So basically, you call there if, like, you know, you're in like distress or something, or if you're planning on suicide, or just like self-harm and stuff. So we called that, and I pretended to be a girl named Kim, who had a like a noose, like almost tied up, but I wasn't actually gonna kill myself. But I don't know the details because I kind of like forgot them, because I kind of wanted to forget them. But hold on. All right, good. So that was a terrible time, actually. I'm sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to forget all these details. So I basically did. So anyway, after calling that, we looked at each other and we're like, no, they can't do star 67. They can't look at it, because we did star 67 and star 67 then the number. So like it came up as like restricted. And so we were like, oh, you know, they can't find us. They can't do that. And so we called more places afterwards. And then all of a sudden we were in my upstairs, and the window was like, it had like a white window frame, or like a window shade thing on it. So you can see light through it, only if it's bright. And so I see these bright lights shine through the window. And I'm just like, oh, whatever. And I'm at my computer. I think I'm playing Minecraft or something at the time. Or I even like looking up more numbers to call. But anyway. So I'm just looking at the computer, and Anthony, my friend, goes to the window. And in this exact voice says, Mike! The cops! And obviously, you know, we're little children. Haha, real funny. So I just continue with my day or whatever, what I'm doing, building a Minecraft house or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, alright, good, you got me, good one. And then he's like, oh, no, seriously? And so I look outside the window, I get up and look outside, and there's like 2 cop cars and like an ambulance outside my door. There might even have been more, but basically it was awful. And so, we were so stupid that we took my cell phone that I used to make the calls and like just threw it in my closet. like in a completely random box, like where I keep like my Nerf stuff, like Nerf guns and stuff. So yeah, like, oh, we got hidden, we're fine. And so the cops show up and they're like, who's Kim? Because they track my phone. And I was like, I don't know. And I saw earlier in the day, we saw like a couple girls walk by on the street, and we're like, oh, maybe one of them was Kim. And so we just go with that story. And hold on. Oh. And so yeah, we're just like, maybe that was Kim, because it certainly wasn't us. So then we go upstairs, like, just to like sit around and just like be freaked out. And my dad comes up and he's like, where's your phone? I want to see your call history. And if we weren't suspicious enough, we go straight to the closet, right to the box where it is, pull the phone out of this complete random location, and say, oh, it's here. Wow, we must have put it there when we were playing Nerf. That is so weird. And so we give him the phone or whatever. We already deleted all the history off of it, so there was nothing he could look at. So we're like, oh, there was no history, you know, whatever. And the cop finally comes in. He's like, sir, and he asks for my name, and I tell him my name. Obviously, it's Mike, if you couldn't tell. And I give him my name, and he's like, if you don't say you did the crime or confess to this thing, then we'll have to put you in juvenile detention. And knowing me, if you know me in real life, I'm not a person to go to like juvie and stuff. Like, I'm not that person. Like, if I did go, I wouldn't be alive. So yeah, and you know, I'm good at school and stuff, so whatever. That's not me. So I'm like, yep, that was me. And my parents are like, are you kidding me? And this whole time my friend's upstairs, and he keeps asking me if Anthony was a part of it, and I keep on saying no because he wasn't. So just to keep him out of trouble, because I don't want his parents hating me anymore. Or hating me. Yeah, hating me. So he just goes to this like run through about how, you know, I should never do it again, and how much stress I put them through, like how they had to spend all the gas money to get there. But you know, I wanted to agree with them because, you know, they're the cops, and then I'm in the wrong right here, so they could do anything. But basically the police station's like less than a mile away from my house, so I don't think it caused that much stress on them. But still, I can understand where they're coming from. So basically they left and stuff, and they said they would show up like the next day for like a checkup or something to like review with me. They never did, but my mom was like, you know, you got to do something about this. So I called the suicide hotline again, but like in my real identity, I was like, excuse me, do you guys accept donations? And they do, because I think it's a non-profit. So they accept donations, so I sent them like 50 bucks in the mail. I obviously have my own money. So I guess it ended well, and the cops didn't contact me again. But that night of the night, they said it's not going on my personal record or anything, so nothing to be worried about. They just said it's a warning, but if I slip up again at all, then I'm gonna go to juvie. But I think I'm a good kid. I think I'm gonna stay out of that, but you know, you never know. So basically, just wanted to share that quick story, or not really quick. I don't know how long it is because I don't have a timer, but yeah. So just wanted to share that story. It's kind of weird. Obviously, never do that. Like, never do that. And again, never do that, because it's bad and there's so many consequences. I'm just so stupid. And yeah, everyone's fine with it now. Like, no one really talks about it now. But it was so awkward for like a month of just like seeing everyone just be like, yep, I did that. But anyway, alright, this has been King Mike 347 with the Box Clan, signing out.